वो मतलब अगर मेरे गानों में आता है ऐसे, अगर आपको लगता है तो वो सच है।
कभी ऐसा कोई दौर गुजरा कि जब आप परेशान हुए हो?
जब इब्तदाई दौर था उसमें ये था कि आगे बढ़ना, उसमें दिक्कतें भी आती थी।
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल, याद तो वो जरूरी भी है यार, थोड़ी सी रहनी चाहिए ताकि वो एलिमेंट जिंदगी में अगर नहीं रहेगा, मेरा ख्याल है कि आर्टिस्ट अधूरा होता है।
वीडियो के लिए तो शायद फिल्में अभी नहीं बन रही हैं, लेकिन जो हमारी फिल्में बन रही हैं वो वीडियो पे जा रही हैं।
Most people remember Singing in the Rain when Debbie Reynolds was providing the voice for the non-singing star. But in the case of Asha, playback singing has been her life.
Even if your name is Asha Bhosle and you're India's Queen of Bebop, there are some things you never quite get used to. Like a simple trip to the shops, which more often than not sparks off a riot. A face so easily lost amongst the faceless millions, but she is a legend of the microphone. The playback singer supreme, the singing voice behind so many stars, a voice that's held sway over Indian pop music for the last 3 decades. Shirley Bassey, Barbara Streisand, Diana Ross. She's all these rolled into one. And what's more, outsings and outsells them all to 900 million Indians around the world.
They love her voice, they're crazy after her. You call it a phenomenon? Well, it's a phenomenon. If you call it a miracle, it's a miracle.
Asha Bhosle se naam je tunko bhai. Asha Bhosle. Chal saheli jhoom ke hum geet koi gaate hain. Mast pavan ke pankh laga.
A matronly 53-year-old. Before losing count, she'd recorded some 10,000 cabaret and pop songs. A lifelong elision between sensual tease and moral admonishment.
Nobody can do what she can do. She has the sexuality, she has the sensuality to give that oomph to a cabaret number, which is a common feature in one of our escapist cinema scene.
She has sang English songs. You know, she is such a versatile artist. She has sang all cabaret songs which are made in India. She has sang all the classical songs which I don't think so anybody can sing. It's like that. So perfect.
वो तुम्ही ते गाणे ऐकले आशा भोसलेंची?
हो एकदम फर्स्ट.
कशी काय होती? चांगली होती ना?
आशा भोसले एकदम.
मग आज आहे ना प्रोग्रामला?
हो जाऊया ना.
आज प्रोग्राम आहे ना?
It's not a flat, sweet voice. It has a bit of a come on.
it is a bit of a shrill. It has life in it, you know, which is like the goddesses in India. You know, they are omnipotent. They have everything. She's the coquette. She's the pure. She's the goddess. She's everything put together. Her voice is something like that.
Asha's voice in the face of Vijant Himala that made Ina Meena Dika the hit of 1957. A song that answered Bill Haley's call to rock and roll revolution. In the following years, it was this sound, the Asha Bhosle sound, that became equated with a new Indian pop music. Youthful actresses, each mistress to a million hearts, compete to mime to her voice on the screen. Asha plays Diana Ross to their Meryl Streep. Bombay, home of Asha Bhosle, where every billboard boasts the world's biggest film business, where even in last year's market, depressed by the spread of TV, you could have counted 3 premieres for every day of the year, each with half a dozen new songs. Every film producer walks a knife edge of competition. It's hardly surprising then that it's usual for a priest to bless the first day of a new shoot, with the producer praying for good returns at the box office. For those less trusting in God, signing up Asha Bhosle and inviting her along as guest of honor seems the next best insurance against risk.
Asha,
Muhurat shot, all the best.
Dharam.
बाबूजी, ये छोकरा आप कहाँ जा रहे हैं? मुझे भी साथ लेते चलिए ना।
क्या करें, मैं तेरा कुंवारा आदमी, सारी इज्जत टके की 3 हो जाएगी।
बाबूजी, मैं आपके हाथ जोड़ती हूँ।
हाथ पकड़ तो मैं पहुँचा पकड़ लिया।
बाबूजी, आप समझते क्यों नहीं? आपके जाते ही वो गुंडे मेरे तिक्का बोटी।
Asha has already laid down the tracks that will interplay with such scenes of emotional turmoil.
बाबूजी।
Playback singing means when you hear a voice of a different person dubbed on the lip movement of the film actor. That means I sing the song and the actor or film star mimes it. In the 40s and early 50s, a single film used to carry 12 to 14 songs. Now they are on an average 5 songs in a film. Since most actors could not sing well enough, we professional singers were asked to do the job.
Now, if there is somebody like Asha Bhai who has a perfect voice, I don't feel that, in fact, I admire her for what she gives me. And in terms of completing the film, in terms of completing the whole ethos of the film, if that voice is important, I don't feel that, I am anywhere lesser as an actress. In fact, I would try my best to give that voice as much as I can, because that voice gives me as much as it can to complete a particular emotion.
आज रात बनके मैं आई हूँ साकी, आज रात जिस जिसकी प्यास है बाकी, आज रात इतनी पिलाओ, आज रात इतनी पिलाओ.
Barely minutes before the start of a recording session, composer Anu Malik shows his singer her new song.
She's just hearing the song for the first time. She's not even had a rehearsal. As it is, she's a very, very busy artist. She is like running around here, running around there, singing with so many music directors. And maybe she must have come from a recording that day. And when she comes in, she does not even know what the song is about, what the situation is about. She just comes in and she takes out a pad, a pencil, starts writing down the lyrics. She's not heard the tune, right? And then she always asks, when she's written down the song, she'll go through the words. She'll find out if the words are proper, then the mood of the song, a little bit of the story idea, you know. She's got that, I don't know, it's uncanny, it's a very uncanny thing, but she can pick up anything so fast.
आज रात बनके मैं आई हूँ साथी, आज रात जिस जिसकी प्यास है बाकी, आज रात इतनी पिलाऊंगी कि तौबा तौबा करोगे, तौबा तौबा करोगे, हो तौबा तौबा करोगे, तौबा तौबा करोगे, तौबा तौबा करोगे, हाँ तौबा तौबा करोगे। आज रात बनके मैं आई हूँ साथी, आज रात जिस जिसकी प्यास है बाकी।
On the film set, actress Smita Patil mimes to the Malik song Asha recorded the previous day.
She was telling me that in the earlier days, the actresses would come and actually watch the singers sing. They would look at their face, how they move their mouth, how they move their... Nowadays, no actresses sing from here. They sing here. I still manage to sing from here, but then you get a double chin, you see, which looks ugly. It's so funny. But she's that kind of a person. If she's doing a song, she might just ring me up and say, see, I'm doing this song and I think it's very important, come and watch. And I would go because I really admire her. I know by looking at her, I would get hints at picking up certain notes. You know, the little jhatkas and the little looks that you do.
A lone cyclist, locally known as Mr. Banerjee's travelling film show. Every village, every home, every pair of eyes drawn to the lure of the film show. A nation of big screen fanatics. An insatiable appetite, but with a discerning palate. No songs, especially no Asha Bhosle songs, then no box office.
The audience that makes commercial films a big success in popular cinema is a working class audience, which is very poor, and they have no other form of entertainment. So cinema, the big cinema, is something that they will save their money for. I mean, we've known of beggars who beg on the streets, who will, whatever money they get in a day, they will keep it to see a first show, first day of a Hindi new film. So it shows how crazy they are about films, and it is always said everywhere that Indian audience loves to escape into fantasies through the cinema. And I think Indian songs is a kind of an extension of this fantasy which they carry outside the theatre.
Films which are big successes run for over 25 to 50 weeks. And the major reason for their success is normally the music, which the audience like to see those music numbers on the screen again and again. And there are instances where they just come in and listen to the music number on the screen and then walk out. And then buy another ticket next day and again watch one or two numbers and walk out. They don't watch the whole film.
According to film producer Gul Anand, so popular are Asha's songs that they turn up in the oddest of places and are actually changing local traditions. Down south, a small town, Raymond's Review Bar. Till recently, these entertainers from Maharashtra were paid to sing their age-old Launi folk songs. Now increasingly, it's Asha's film versions of the same Launi songs that entice the punters to part with their rupees. Why are songs so important to a movie's success? Musicians argue they reach into every corner of Indian life. Usher's husband, composer R.D. Burman.
Our Indian films needs lots of music. Why, I will tell you. I'll tell you that. You see, in India what happens, when a baby is born, the music is going on. You understand? It might be a tribal music is going on or any folk music is going on, but the music is going on. When you're getting married, it's the same. Some sort of music is going on. They are all folk music and might be little vulgar, you know, but it's the music. So it is very interesting. And after that, if you're sick also, then some sort of music is on. Then when you die, they sing with full percussions and all, you know. Some communities are there in India, they think that, oh, he's dead. So that means he is peaceful, so let's celebrate. This, I think, this is subconsciously, everybody likes music.
Weddings too have their own special sound.
I think music is an inseparable part of Indian lives overall. Indian people are very musical, and also we've had a very rich tradition of theatre, mythology, mythological films, which had to have songs, which were mostly devotional songs. You know, so it began as a history of devotional songs, and since people are very, very religious here, it was a part of their lives. And slowly as films developed, it went into romantic songs and tragic songs, and you know, we have a song for each situation in Hindi films.